Client communication can take up hours and hours of work every week. See how Financial Sense is saving time and money for thousands of firms.
Inside the Billing tab on Financial Sense, the first thing you're going to see is your Invoices tab. This is where you can send invoices to clients and manage them. You can see all your invoices here. You can see what's in draft, outstanding, overdue, or been paid, and how much money is in each status. You can easily also create invoices. You can send one-time and recurring invoices to clients. You can auto-charge the payment methods they have on file or send them via email and build out those invoices. If you use QuickBooks Online, all invoices and online payments will automatically sync back to QuickBooks Online, as you can see here. With the billing module, you can also send modern proposals to your clients to streamline your proposal, billing, and onboarding process. In this view, you can view all your active proposals and proposals waiting to be accepted by potential clients. If you click on a proposal in this view, it'll show you the actual details of the proposal, who accepted it, when, have an audit trail with IP addresses so it's legally binding, as well as the PDF document that you can use with all of the engagement letter terms, services, and signature. You can easily send an online proposal to a client by clicking Create Proposal here. In here, you can add an introductory message or video to be sent to the client on the proposal. You can add in the services that you're going to bill and invoice the client for. So once they accept the proposal, we'll automatically invoice the clients. You can choose the payment methods you want them to add and require it to be added to accept the proposal. So you can automatically charge them immediately once they sign the proposal. And you can include your engagement letter and legal terms to make it a legally binding proposal, making it easy to streamline your proposal, engagement letter, and billing process.
Once your clients come into the system, each one of them gets a project dashboard. You'll see the client name at the top here. Below that, you'll see all of these different client groups. So client groups are a really helpful way for you to categorize your clients inside of the system. You can have a client group for all of your services. So monthly bookkeeping clients versus 1040s, as an example. By staff member, Jonathan's bookkeeping clients versus Jane's, or by entity. You have a client, that client has 5 businesses with you. That could be John Smith's client group. And as you can see, they can be in one or as many as you need. So top left, you'll see all the projects this client's involved in. So I've got different sales tax, some payroll, some monthly bookkeeping, there's a 1040 there. So obviously a client can be in as many groups as you need, as many projects as you need. On the right, some client notes, and on the far right, the contacts. So you can have as many contacts per client as you want, and you decide who you interact with from that contact list when you're using the system. All of the projects are created from the templates that we're looking at. You're going to see my client tasks and my team tasks. You can have as many of these sections as you want, drag and drop the order, and label them whatever you want. Now, for my clients, I'm going to be requesting these items, and I can remind the clients that I need these items every 3 days or every 5 days, whatever I set up in the system. These are auto reminders. They take the manual work off of your plate. Now, I can also customize this list of items I need by clicking Add Client Task. I can securely request documents. I can securely send them. I can request e-signatures, and I can also ask different questions as well. Now, once I've set up the client tasks, then it's the internal work. So all of the things we need to do to get this work done. Now, if I go into the prep, this is where you're going to see a description of work, the things that you need to do for this. I can add training videos if I'm hiring new staff members, and then you'll see subtasks below it. So no minor steps are getting missed. The top right, we can add due dates, and we have a lot of automations to make your life easier. So inside of here, These tags in review and preparation, these are customizable. You can have as many tags as you want to represent the different stages of work. And the tags will change as you work through the project. They will change automatically so you can track where everything lives and where everything is. We can also email your clients to keep them up to date with what you're working on or what you've just completed. Okay. And then we can also create projects from here. So we can take a client from completion of one project and move them to another one. We do also integrate with your email. So on the left, you'll see an email tab. This is a two-way sync, same thing as your cell phone. If I read an email, it will show as read in your inbox, same thing. Now, what's cool about this is I can respond to emails inside of Financial Sense. This is going to reflect in your email. So Gmail and Outlook we integrate with. I can summarize the entire thread using AI, which is a nice feature because if you don't like reading through emails, this will give you an idea of what's been said in one paragraph. I can create a project from the email, but I can actually pin this email to a project. This is important. It saves a never-ending forwarding of emails and having staff needing to go into their email to get the relevant information to work on the project. So if I pin this to a project, it lives where everything else lives there. Okay, so it's exactly where I need it. We can leave notes on the project, and we have all the project-based billing information too.
So in this example for the monthly bookkeeping work for Adeline Collins, we need to actually request a few documents from the client before our team can start the work. As you can see here, we've asked the client to upload bank statements, credit card statements, and loan statements. You can also do many other actions with your client. If you click Add Client Tasks here, you can see that you can request documents, you can send documents, you can request signatures, ask questions, ask about uncategorized transactions. You can even schedule meetings or send them forms. Once you've completed the request list for your client, you can easily send it to them here. You can choose to send it on a specific date in the future, or you can send it now, or you can make it dependent so it will send automatically when your team completes a certain part of their work. Once you decide when you want to send the request list to your client, you can turn on automated reminders. This will automatically chase down your client so you don't have to. In this example, I'm going to set it up to remind my clients via email and text message every 5 days until they complete the work items. This is an important feature because we found that a lot of firms spend time chasing down their clients for information. And with this, it automates everything from start to finish. So in this example, we've scheduled it now to go on the 5th of the month, and it will automatically remind our client every 5 days until they complete these items. And because this is a monthly bookkeeping project that recurs every month automatically, that means when it creates future recurrences and copies of this project automatically in the future, it's also going to send it out on the 5th of every single month automatically and chase down our clients automatically. So your team never has to request information from the client and remind them to complete those items ever again. Automating the client document collection process from start to finish and helping you get client responses faster so your team can get their work done. Outside of that, when your clients complete the tasks, you'll be notified in the app. You can see communication with the client as well as view the documents they uploaded right here on the work. Again, keeping everything organized so when your team starts their tasks, they have everything they need to get their work done right here in one place.
Find out more about what Financial Sense can do for you by scanning the QR code on screen or clicking the link below.